Yeah, somewhere.
1159 County Road.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good afternoon, backseaters. Wednesday afternoon with the CAT team. Deputy Siegelstrom and Joe Kill with you today. 30-degree day here in St. Paul, Minnesota. We'll kind of update you on some stuff that's going on, but we're over on the east side. You want to say hi, Joe?
Hey, backseaters, how's it going? Welcome back. Just out running some plates on the east side.
New message.
It's been a relative, I'd say, busy day. Some stuff going on. There's a shots fired a little while ago over off the 700 block of Magnolia. Sounds like a hatchback vehicle. Several shots fired. Sounds like a St. Paul cop did hear the shots. They're still working that one. When we got on early this morning, what would you say, about 9:30, 10 o'clock, Joe?
Yeah, I would say about then.
St. Paul got a call from a employee with the Metropolitan Council. One of their vans was stolen. Sounds like it was stolen for a couple days, but hadn't been reported yet. They had a geotag in the vehicle, and he tracked it to Mounds Park. He kept eyes on it, called dispatch, and St. Paul PD was dispatched. We overheard the call, offered our assistance, responded to the area.
They were actually able to tell us that there were suspects in the vehicle because there's an onboard camera as well. So they could actually see the suspect in the vehicle while we came up on it.
Yeah, it worked out pretty smooth. Ended up being one guy. Myself, Kill, Williams, and Sergeant Servaca coordinated a plan. St. Paul got in the area with sticks, and we were able to successfully box it in and take the guy into custody with no issues. He gave up rather quick. I'd say it was probably one of the more mellow arrests we've had in the CAT team.
Yeah, it was smooth. Very smooth.
They got their vehicle back, learned some lessons about what not to do maybe with vehicles like that, and prevention, how not to get it stolen. It was stolen out of a Hudson, Wisconsin park and ride. You could tell this guy had been living in it for the last couple days while he had it. Yeah, and get their vehicle back. Didn't seem too damaged. Gonna need a nice detail on the inside.
Yeah.
So we had that going on. What else do we have going on? There was a domestic earlier in Low Canada where it sounds like a weapon was involved or threatened. Or patrol deputies responded. Were able to gain more info. Got the apartment cleared and suspect in custody. So sounded like it could have went south, turned into a barricade situation, but good communication by our Low Canada squad and all the other squads on scene, and they were able to end it peacefully. So I don't know what the end result, what they were able to make of after all the interviews and stuff, but hats off to them. Those are domestics are scary situations.
Outstanding job by the deputies.
Sergeant, copy on a weapons call at 516 Humboldt Unit 516. There's a male that came out of this unit with a gun in his hand. He's a black male in his late 20s, 5'10", heavier set, wearing a red hoodie, gray joggers. Color's outside, but he's not very cooperative.
You just heard there's another weapons call. I think that's like the third or fourth we've heard today.
Casey's still trying to work on further. It sounds like he's not cooperating with our questions.
Unless they're floating down there.
Yeah.
Start heading that way. Man with gun in hand. More details coming, hopefully.
Copy.
Kill's driving today. I love when he drives me around, chauffeurs.
And 251, sounds like the male was making threats, but We're unable to say who the threats were made towards.
Yep.
1426.
We'll try to not talk as this call progresses. We're not close, but we're gonna head that way. If we can assist with any type of weapons call, we're going to. Sounds like he's making threats. Not sure the details of the threats, but dispatch is gonna do their job and get more details from it. A lot of people commenting about the hockey game. It was a good hockey game. We had Kyle Williams and Mr. Jelly himself were playing, so of course we all had to come out and show support. We brought our families, brought all the, as you would say, kittens, or babies with. We were missing Tony Body's little one that day, but the little ones all came out. I think those were the only kids. We all left the older ones with grandparents or...
Didn't Kyle get a hat trick?
No, I was determined that was an error. It sounds like he got 2 goals. There's a statistical error. But nonetheless, we were there to root him on. Some good team bonding. The babies were well behaved. They got to meet the big man himself, Mr. Bob Fletcher. Obviously had to get that photo as he was posted, but kills baby is what, number 3? So 1, 2, and 3, and then Tony shirts. These are awesome shirts. So we had fun. We ended up we all got lunch after, some team bonding, some much needed team bonding on a Sunday. Hopefully we can do that more often. It's kind of crazy. We spend a lot of time with each other, but it is nice to get families together, them to get to know each other, the jobs we do. It's nice to build that support system. You know, pray nothing would ever happen, but it's nice when you have people to lean on, especially we're such a small unit, tight-knit. It only makes sense that our families get to know together. So, other than that, not much else, huh?
No. Great game.
Yeah. We just a couple of years, we'll have to get your other daughter in there, show them how it's done.
Still no more update on this man with a gun.
The backseaters letting us know if you're a Minnesota resident or a Minnesota Wild fan, Kirill Kaprizov, our star player, is finally back on skates after his injury. We clinched the playoffs, going to the playoffs again this year, so we're going to need him.
When's our next game? Is it
Saturday, and then I think the last home game is Tuesday. Actually, I was talking to my wife and tried to discussing bringing my oldest. Get him out for a Wild game before the season ends. I'd love to do a playoff game. It's just, it's not cheap. Oh, there's game tomorrow.
tomorrow?
Yeah. I don't know. It must be away. Thursday.
The weather's finally gonna get nice. It sounds like
In the 70s, well, even 60s. I'll be wearing a t-shirt again at work.
Oh yeah. I'm sure we're gonna see some flooding now with all the snow up north and the warm air coming.
Yeah, my hockey rink I built in the backyard. It's hopefully that water drains appropriately to where it needs to go. Huh?
Away from the house.
Yes, yeah. My house and my neighbor's houses. So we got pretty. It's a new development. The drainage is pretty good. We all there's drains in between like each yard. I think they have it done pretty well, but yeah, 70s within the next week and a half. So obviously things will pick up. We know that as weather gets warmer. Unfortunately, it's a little job security for us. Looks like one squad is on scene of that weapons call, but I haven't heard an update.
No update yet. Looks like it
5238, I'll show you both there.
turned out to be nothing.
Well,
1433.
that's a good resolution. You do get who's on duty. If you're starting late, it's Deputy Thomas Siegels for myself, and then driving is Joe Kill.
Welcome, welcome.
Cat member extraordinaire.
22-7 on hang up as well.
Ride over off in the area of George and Robert.
2266 Tango arrived, mileage 42.
It's kind of a little tangle town right here.
Yeah, some weird streets. Angles, hills.
Have a bunch of unoccupied vehicles, checking known areas. Unfortunately, by the time we find another dump, but getting those vehicles back to the owners, right? That's the ultimate goal. It's good. You know, we want to catch bad guys. That's 1A and 1B, getting the vehicles back and catching bad guys. But you know, it's devastating when people get their vehicles stolen, so we like getting those back to owners. Arrests are a perk as well.
140.
Just turn left of wood. Keep going.
Thank
Yesterday we were chasing around or trying to find a Porsche that was stolen in Minneapolis. A very nice looking Porsche. St. Paul spotted it off of White Bear. Info was relayed. Our intel unit does what they do, and we're able to find the vehicle plate, gain some information on it. Unfortunately, we were not able to locate it. It was spotted later in the evening and then recovered 500 block of Michigan, I believe. So we definitely wanted that one. We had some info. Just didn't work out. Definitely not a car. Be a hard car to chase. Be a fast car, I'd imagine.
Yeah, that thing looked really nice. A really nice car.
138.
1-3, we're code 4 out here. We will not need any medics or any checks or anything else. You can leave me on this. I gotta head to the training center for some training.
New message.
Gold Valley. Weather's currently blustery 29 degrees here. 29 degrees.
5943.
Feels colder with the wind. It's a windy day.
Copy code 4 at the shop, Western 1438.
Fight. Trying to think what else we got. That it's tough to come on a few days after Pat and Bob, and we watch them and they're pretty good at updating you on stuff. So as we think of stuff, any pertinent crime info, we'll throw it out there. FCX580.
4497. New message.
Oh, well,
New message.
Roseville actually got one earlier, right? At the Rosedale Mall.
Yeah, pulled up, bailed out, ran into the mall.
Burnsville stolen Kia. Sounds like it was taken with keys, and it looked like it was an off-duty officer. Loke spotted it, and foot chase ensued to right inside the mall at the Buckle store. I know a guy whose favorite store that used to be. Huh, Joe?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's back in the day.
Took him into custody. Got that car recovered. So, good job to Roseville. We're able to flush the guy out of the vehicle. Sounds like it was a juvenile, under 18 years old.
New message.
So the Kia Hyundai phenomenon still going strong.
3931 traffic.
Message.
Minneapolis, I'd say, is really prominent.
3931. Excited Mohawk. George Adam Sam. 590.
What time is it?
I do not know how much was raised at the hockey game. Sounds like it was a good amount. It's gonna go to a good cause, so hopefully maybe by Friday, the guys on Friday will have an update for you on what was raised.
410. 410.
I know they did a bunch of different silent auctions. Chuck-a-Puck. If you've never been to a hockey game, Chuck-a-Puck's Great way. Joe Miller's texted me and saying 20,000 was raised.
That's a lot.
Thanks, Joe. At least someone doesn't leave us hanging. They help us with info we don't have.
1441.
Ramsey County did win. Is it 8-3?
Yeah, it was
8-2? Something like that.
Show me our team rating on this. Five two nine six.
What kind of coffee did we start with? Do you drink coffee?
Nope.
Kill?
Orange Monster in the morning gets me going.
Yeah, I mean, out of all the flavors, orange. I had whatever coffee my wife had. In the coffee jar. I don't know what it is. That's what we started with. So we're gonna several different areas. We get away from this area, it gets better. I wouldn't say either of us is very techy, so it's gonna be hard for us to solve that.
We're not going to be the one solving that one.
3063 Headline Curve North, assisting medic, 100-year-old female. Conscious of breathing is weak.
Is it a restaurant? 52.
Yeah, I don't.
Copy, 43.
Is it a restaurant?
Looked like a restaurant. I think it is.
Question for any backseaters. I'm going to try to Google it. Any runway 52 off of Highway 52. Is that a restaurant? Kill thinks it looked like one, but I've never seen that before. Granted, I'm not really looking off that way. Nope, just office space.
Really?
Nice looking office space.
Yeah.
Couple different stolens we're out looking for. There's a red Ford Flex that has fled multiple agencies. It's got a stolen license plate. It's going to be one of the what do they call them? Specialized, personalized plates. Wilderness. I don't know which one it was. I don't know if it was one of the DNR ones, but it's going to be a maroon Ford Flex, no front plate. It's fled Maplewood, St. Paul. I actually located it yesterday before I was able to get around on it. The guy is very skittish. He took off. We were not able to reacquire him, but at this time, stolen license plates could possibly be a stolen.
Code 4.
We won't know that till we actually get that car, so it's definitely one we'd like to have. Here's a topic I'd like to talk about. Unfortunately, and we see it a lot, we see a lot of stolen cars from vehicles being taken from gyms. Your LA Fitnesses, Planet Fitnesses. Unfortunately, right, it's a locker room. You put your items into a locker. I know not everyone secures them. There's no cameras in the locker rooms. See, a lot of times people come back from their workout and their keys are missing. I know it's a pain in the butt to probably keep your keys with you, but just throwing it out there for any of you guys that frequent gyms, it is a thing that happens very often. You'll see it at your LA Fitnesses all the time. We had one yesterday. Vehicles' keys were taken, cars gone. So nothing worse to bring you down after a nice pump at the gym.
That's right.
To see your vehicle gone.
And
so
wallet, usually.
Wallet, phone. I mean anything, right?
Real great.
So.
Can you call on 21, please?
Another way to book. YouTube's on. Yep. YouTube. I know the Fridays. I guess.
I don't know if you can see the comments though.
No. YouTube doesn't have comments. I know someone was asking, so. As always, we love to answer questions. Sometimes they're just about some questions. No. We'll try to answer it.
2360 Wiper, Home Depot on a theft that occurred about 2 minutes ago. Looks like vehicle went northbound, white barrier, last seen.
What was that?
Minnesota also sold whiskey 039.
See that one over there? Parking lot.
1450.
245 Chile, 23.
Copy.
Back on the east side.
Copy, 1450.
Starting to. A few calls are picking up. A few thefts from stores. And let's see. It's just a side window, isn't it? Yeah, we'll have to flip around. We are in an unmarked car. We're just gonna check something out we spotted. Do some little digging on something that caught our eye. Jules asked, chasing a car that was carjacked more than 17 days ago. Every department has a different set of standards, policies on their pursuit, restrictions. So I will not speak on that as everything, right? It's all about context, info, what you have. Is it a carjacked vehicle that, 17 days ago, but now has been used in more crimes? Is it a current crime spree? So all that plays into it. Every department is going to have a different standard, and as you know, there's some departments that won't pursue for anything short of shootings and homicides and such. And then there's ones that can do a little bit more. So if it was us who took that, it's all going to be about context. As always, our goal is not to chase if we can take it down. Stationary or coordinate other plans, that's what we're going to do. So, good question.
Can you try one more call back, please?
Deputy.
Our unit, Kevin, we are the carjacking and auto theft unit for Ramsey County. We are not dispatched to calls. We focus on carjackings and auto thefts all throughout Ramsey County. Within our department, we have patrol deputies that have 7 cities that they are contracted to patrol if there's a stolen vehicle. Even if it's carjacking, it would get dispatched to them first. We would obviously respond, as we're always monitoring the radio. But it enables us to be pretty much anywhere stolen vehicles are and where the activity is. So if it's in St. Paul, New Brighton, Roseville, our unit can respond. Our goal is to arrest people in stolen cars, get people their cars back. Obviously, if it's carjacking anywhere in Ramsey County, we are going to respond and assist. If it's a suburban agency, St. Paul, and do what we can. So we do not have to take calls for service.
165 Wheelock Parkway, number 102 relation.
Kathy, you got new plates when you renewed your registration. You're wondering how to dispose of them. You can contact your local police department and see if they would take them in and have them destroyed. We do see that a lot. People, a lot of the times, will keep old plates in their trunks and stuff, and it gets into the wrong hands, and that is a big precursor on stolens. Yeah. So if you cannot dispose of them yourself, call your police department. Don't put them in your trunk. Don't put them where someone could steal them, because unfortunately it's then used for criminal activities. So we actually our boss ran a plate yesterday, and it was an old plate from 2 registrations ago. So it's had 2 new plates since. It doesn't even show on. It pops up with the new plate number, but doesn't show up on file. So, case in point, try to destroy them if possible.
97.
Hey, good
Good afternoon, 1455.
Check over there too, that alleyway, remember?
Yeah. Take a look here.
Copy. 1456. 43923. Copy, 1456.
think about it. Suspicious non-stop located in the sky.
Karen was wondering if we're alerted to vehicles without front plates. Obviously, Minnesota, you have to have a front plate, so we are going to look at vehicles a little more when it doesn't have a front plate. We are, we're aware that states like Florida, it's not required. We'll dig into it and we'll take a quick extra look, right? But if it all checks out, it's not something we're going to go over about. It's Minnesota, and you don't have a front plate, and it's got a rear Minnesota plate, that that is a good stop. Generally, for our unit, I think we'd need a little bit more on, as it might not match, right? Year might not match. Just some precursors that might alert us to being stolen. We get that. Plates are being stolen all the time. Accidents happen. Plates fall off. So,
and do us a favor, if you're missing a front plate, contact your local law enforcement and let them know that you're missing a plate, and have it entered in as stolen, because people will find these, put them on their vehicles, and a lot of people don't even know. So before you go anywhere, you should always check your vehicle.
New message. New message. New message.
Metro, 6 Metro.
New message. New
Well, six.
message.
New
New message.
Good afternoon, 4258.
New
Metro
message.
346 cars information on driving complaint last seen eastbound 36 approaching Rice, described as a red Jeep Nora Henry Paul 787, comes back to a Grand Cherokee out of Forest Lake. Vehicle cut collar and other vehicles off. Those information at 4258.
New message.
here's a question for you, Kill. I'll let you answer this one. Are passengers in a stolen unless they have a warrant booked for anything or released?
That's pretty much department's discretion. We typically book everybody in the vehicle. It is a crime to even be riding in a stolen vehicle. It is a misdemeanor. So, can you be booked? Yes. Does everybody get booked? No.
Rosedale, Jason Penny.
As you said, our unit has a pretty set standard. If you're in a stolen, you're gone. Especially, it's tough with juveniles. We don't always have. If they don't have a DL, they're not always on file. We don't know their parents. There's a lot that goes into that aspect. So it's a lot easier on us to make sure they're booked and we got accurate info. So.
Building, yelling at people in himself. The white male in his 30s wearing black clothing was last seen in the Skyway level.
So for all the car thieves out there, if Ramsey County arrests you and you're in a stolen vehicle, plan on having a temporary stay at the Adult Detention Center or JDC.
612.
7-7,
Connect 1500.
21 Metro.
621.
Yes, Heather, there's still a law for expired tabs.
1654. Connect 1500.
Dana, I don't know if Dakota County has a CAT team. I think Stan checking an auto. Minnesota, a unit of auto theft investigators. I'm trying to think. There's auto theft investigators for departments throughout the state, but as far as a whole unit, I think we're the only CAT team, or similar CAT team.
4470.
Yeah, I don't know if they're other departments have other but not necessarily just focus on probably auto theft and carjacking.
Marta, the picture with Bob holding all the babies was awesome. I don't know what, but we're gonna come up with something where we get that blown up frame for the boss. We gotta figure out something good. Now, some ask about Mighty Mike. Mike Martin, he's our undersheriff. He was off the last couple of Mondays. I know you guys are fiending to get him back in the saddle. We offered up our spot today to him, but he's got a lot he's dealing with. So I know hopefully he'll be back next Monday. He is our undersheriff over the CAT team. He oversees regional services. Awesome boss to have. So
Absolutely.
Heidi Monahan wants to know who is the youngest person, or what is the youngest person you have arrested for stealing a car?
12, 11?
I think the youngest we've ever had in a car is, probably 11 or 12, right?
Yeah, I'd say 11 or 12 for sure.
694, right?
Orlando, yes. If a vehicle has 2 different plates on on it, that is definitely going to get stopped. We'll see a lot of times it's because it's the same RO and one got stolen, and they're like, "Hey, I have a old plate. I'll throw it on there." Not the best idea. I can see where they probably were thinking, but.
It happens.
Case number is going to be 054783.
It's an EU.
1504.
Yes, so Susan, if they're in a stolen vehicle, we will attempt interviews, book them, and even if they say they didn't know it was stolen, that's where all of our interviews and gathering original police reports will come into it. But especially the Kias, Hyundais, it's very hard for someone to say I didn't know it was stolen when a window is busted out and the steering column is destroyed. That's something we document. So
5961 arriving.
it does happen where people are, and it does happen they didn't know it was, but that's what the investigation uncovers. How far out of it?
This is an update for squad heading to Armstrong. The newest update was
This
the
one?
subject on the north side of the
No,
home
it's right
by a
there.
window.
Oh,
1505.
right off White Bear.
Mhm.
Right.
271 for clarification. Is this for fuel flags or?
Yeah, okay.
Affirm.
Oh, we were just one block south of it. Tip. Just yeah.
Metro 2430 cars for a 1050.
One of the backseaters wants to know how many times have we arrested the same person.
Oh, man.
our unit itself, in the year and a half we've been doing this, 4 or 5?
The same person?
Yeah. Probably one of our...
Some are more than that.
Yeah, possibly more. And that's just for our unit ourselves. Obviously, the number from there is a lot higher. But yeah, I want to say upwards of 5 times at least, at minimum, and that's for multiple people. Unfortunately. GZA 206.
2273.
Message.
I'm a citizen at the front desk of 1411 to turn over a wallet they found.
New message.
1507.
New message. New message.
Clear? Weird. None of us worked the myth for the MMA fights. I did see a few Facebook videos. I didn't know they were having fights back there. I know that used to be a big venue for boxing and MMA, but sounds like they must be doing it again. Were there any notable fights? Or is it just yeah, one of the babies Bob was holding was mine, the middle one, number 2. Cat team baby number 2, the chunky face one. That's my youngest son out of 3 boys.
Metro 4450, cars information on the drive complaint last seen northbound 358 494. Described as a gray Lexus sedan, unknown 28. Vehicle seen traveling at high speeds and weaving through traffic. Information at 1509.
What was that? Let's see.
23W2, yeah.
Northbound 35.
Copy.
Somewhere.
Copy. 1509.
Wayne, you're asking if extended jail time would deter them. I don't comment. I don't really have a feeling on that. That is definitely above my pay grade. The consequences and
Copy. 1510.
terms that we put kids into facilities. My job is to arrest people. Yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about that. What about you?
Yeah, we don't have much say in how much time they get or extended stay.
There's definitely for certain offenders, there's definitely going to be a huge backing on that thought process because they are a danger to themselves and society and their continued activity. But I'll leave that up to the court system and the people who determine the laws. So I myself, I don't get caught up in any of that. I know people ask all the time, do I get mad when we're arresting the same people? I try not to think like that because it just can bring on a negative attitude and something I try to avoid. As I said, unfortunately, job security.
That's right.
359 054 786.
Okay. Copy. 210 North Owasso Boulevard.
mental health issue.
I don't see nothing. Maybe it's gone.
2260 on copy. Checking, figure out what the thing here is.
Yeah.
Copy.
Kirsten, yes, we don't get dispatched to calls, but if there's something, if we hear shots fired, anything that we think we could be of assistance with, we will respond. If you've watched LOP, happens quite often.
Good night, 1512.
We definitely are going to offer our assistance to any agency that would need it. So we're not going to respond to smaller things, but if there's a high priority call going on, we'll see what we can do to help out.
2476 arrived at Indian Highland is 75 clear assist.
Maybe jump on the other side.
Taylor, me and Scott are right over here.
Goes through.
Yeah.
Not the 1800, but.
Alright, well, I'll keep coming your way.
Jamie, you're wondering what safety advice if you're heading to the Maplewood Mall. I'd say the Maplewood Mall is still safe. Maplewood does a good job at proactively being in the area, in the parking lot. I know they have direct connections with the security there. I would just say this, wherever you go, just be vigilant. Try not to have your face shoved in your phone.
Yeah, just be aware of your surroundings wherever you go.
Yeah. We do hear that a lot. Why
I got a busy thing on if you call that.
reports of carjackings, robberies, things like that, a lot of the times it's because the person is, maybe not paying attention. They're on their phone. They're doing something that has their attention. And unfortunately, people that are committing those types of crimes, I would wager just call them, they're predators. They prey on people. They see something that might give them the upper hand. So, but yeah, I mean, wouldn't be super concerned about going to the Maplewood Mall. They got Panda in there, so that's a perk. There's not many of those around. So, Panda Express, orange chicken. If you hadn't had it, go try it.
Check all these.
Yeah, well, go left. Go left. There's none up there. Bummer. Melissa, we do drive alone when we're normally patrolling, not on LP. We're all in our own cars. Spreads us out, cover more ground. As always, we work as a team, so if there's one of us, one's not far away.
143. I'm gonna try to reach him by phone. Copy 1613.
Go.
Don, I do not know the area a shot spotter would cover. We don't have them on this side.
Unit number 7 for the patient.
GTZ 950. Georgetown Zebra 950.
It's gonna be the green building directly south of the administration building.
New message. New message. New message.
Oh, they came.
Was it?
GTZ. G.
Oh.
950.
161.
161.
New message.
Get the CSE.
New message.
Copy with 180, 723 Central. See your caller in the back is also possible domestic between her sister and her child's father.
New message. New message. New message.
1570.
61 copy.
That's the address. John, I don't think we're ever going to get a Tesla. With our winters here, I don't think that would bode well.
New message.
74.
Courtesy transport, one adult female, or you have my location, to 3079 Churchill Street, starting mileage 90.
Peel through down here.
This one?
Yeah. See if
Copy, go for him.
a friend is nearby.
People are going to be able to walk out there.
Copy.
Flight 266 Tango, clear report.
Copy, 1518. Maybe 771.
ACMS 2238 Sierra, aside, RA5.
Copy, 2238 Sierra Drive.
Yeah, I wonder if he was. Back here.
Copy, 2350 Jackson Street for residential burglar alarm. 1519.
Heidi's wondering what areas are Larpenteur, Geranium, and Sherwood in. Larpenteur stretches along, I'd say most at St. Paul, east, west, and central.
Mm-hmm.
Not seeing it. Check this hotel on the south side of 94. There's 3M in the background, one of our local corporations in Minnesota. Scotch tape, Post-it notes. What else do they make? All kinds
A
of
lot
stuff.
of different stuff.
During Christmas time, they leave all the lights on the big building to light up like a Christmas tree. So they'll specific rooms in the building they'll leave on. Kind of neat. As you can tell, there's been not much radio traffic
And mileage 91.
or anything of note. We're monitoring all the St. Paul, Ramsey County, LTAX, State Patrol. You name it, we got it on, so we'll be ready if something pops off. Krista, you're wondering if you should be worried driving cross country in your Kia coming to St. Paul. I guess it depends on what model Kia you have. I don't know what Kia and Hyundai theft look like where you're from, so I don't know what percentage it would increase. Obviously, we are having an issue here in Twin Cities. I'd say we're having a lot less issues over here than Minneapolis is. It is still occurring though, so. We do have an LPR in today. Don't know what that means. It's a license plate reader.
Little cameras in front of the car that capture every single license plate that we pass.
674 clear assist.
Copy. 1624.
It's clear.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing else. We were southbound McKnight, coming up to Upper Afton Road. Right now, just proactively patrolling, seeing what we can find. Like we said, we're looking for stolen vehicles, carjacked vehicles.
Domestic 2147 Burns on his mother and is having a behavioral mental health issue. Jacob Phillips.
Higher offenses, so we do run a plate. It's got felony warrants. It's something we'll take care of, but we're not a traffic car. You've seen us before. If it's something egregious, passing a school bus with a stop sign out, we will take action on those. But we could be out here all day just stopping cars for traffic infractions.
499.
Something we try to not get ourselves tied up on.
Received.
358, cancel 333.
333.
Copy, thank you.
Metro 2440 car for stop arm violation on Highway 8.
There you go.
Yeah, there's a stop arm violation.
So State Patrol getting dispatched as someone who passed a bus with a stop sign out, stop arm. Yeah, just don't do it. Kiddos are getting off the bus.
New message.
353.
New message.
Changes to DOC. Be advised with 353.
Cody or Alex in car.
I think Twins home opener's coming up. For any baseball fans,
Dangerous. condition in Arden Hills.
I'm not sure which
just a
day.
Freezer. I can grab that for you guys if you want on my way back to the PD.
Sounds like they had a good first series against the Royals. What'd they go, 4-0? Can't say I'm super into baseball anymore.
2265.
2265.
Kind of lose time when you have kids.
We're clear assisted and
First game's
I'll
what,
take
Friday?
pending.
Yeah, the home opener.
Copy.
Is it
Air
Friday?
over Dana Boulevard,
Friday.
southbound for 2 vehicles racing. 1527.
Is that one central?
So,
2260, 2261.
2263. 2261.
You can clear, receive my from both.
Copy.
New message.
5228.
Right there. Right there.
yep.
Yeah. Okay, we're down off Winthrop and Kipling here. Mary King Frank 662. It's got a busted rear window. Looks like a couple kids in it. Going northbound Winthrop right now. We're running it.
New message. New message.
Copy.
1871 Wilson.
Yeah.
Let's try to stop it though.
So I think this one's an unreported. Can someone check the pending calls? 1871 Wilson.
It's fleeing.
It's fleeing from us. Eastbound towards McKnight. They're flying.
North of you on McKnight, let me know which way it goes.
South McKnight. Pretty sure this is going to be that unreported off of 1871 Wilson. Southbound, they're circling, going west again on Hillsdale. Coming up to Winthrop.
Westbound?
Tell me we got a fleet charge
A-firm.
now.
He lit them up, southbound Winthrop. We got fleet charge now.
We're gonna discontinue here.
Coming up to Lower Afton, southbound of Winthrop. We'll let you know which way. We're going to discontinue. Eastbound towards McKnight.
Disorderly, see your car at Holiday 600 North, Snelling 145 way
Going
back.
back.
Ooh, northbound McKnight. Just ran a red light.
Emerald Drive for a 75-year-old male, conscious breathing.
Okay, I'm 2 north of 94 here. Vehicle description.
Call screening.
Mary King Frank. What was it, 882? It's a
It's coming
black
way up.
Kia
it's going way
sedan.
Up towards 94.
It's northbound McKnight. It's going to be coming up to Upper Afton here soon. Or a couple cars behind.
Tonight, start with the 911 hang-up. Area 332 to 363 Waukesha. Nothing was heard on an open line. It being within 25 meters.
You got eyes on it still?
No. It's over the hill.
It's over the hill. So up towards Upper Afton, we don't have eyes.
Westbound Upper Afton, westbound Upper Afton.
Try to stay on it.
Try to stay on it. This one is a pending motor vehicle theft. So, unreported at this time. It's a Kia Rio. Two occupants in it.
Driver's side window broken out.
Rear driver's side window is busted out. Lost it, damn it.
It's gonna go back to those apartments. I'm gonna go back down here.
Kyle, you continue circling the area, so we're going back to these apartments since we don't have eyes.
Kyle, do you have eyes? Negative. Lost it coming over the hill towards roof. Oh, it's northbound roofs, northbound roofs.
take it to a main so we can try to get sticks?
Westbound Burns.
Come back towards us. Get up. It's McKnight. Get up to McKnight. Copy. We're gonna try to get sticks out.
Now that they know you're chasing, we're gonna rope it you, you're behind it. Negative, I'm quite a ways behind it.
Here, let me get out. Get sticks.
Just grab my my one. Little
Where are they?
It's right in the back seat, my little one.
Stop behind the car right here.
Go up there. Get up there.
Westbound towards White Bear. They've slowed down to normal speeds.
Alright. Let's see.
Yep, normal speeds, passing McDonald's, come up to
Get
White
on
Bear.
94.
Come up to a steel red.
238, checking your status.
Northbound White Bear.
Shit.
I'll cut out.
Yeah.
Tell me where
1733.
We're paralleling you, trying to get in position for sticks.
Left lane, caught in traffic. Coming over 94 now.
Wilson.
Yeah. Copy. We're cutting across Wilson.
I'm directly behind him. We are stopped in traffic.
Okay, get up there.
Here. Over the highway.
Turn off your siren. Copy. We'll be at Wilson with sticks.
Alright, continuing northbound Asheville, Old Hudson.
Trying
Fresh red, they're going to be going eastbound Old Hudson. Eastbound Old Hudson.
Right here. Right here. They're coming right at us.
to. Yeah.
That stick.
Northbound, one block to the east, it's going to be Van Dyke. Northbound. They're probably on to me now. They picked up speed to a red for
Cut north.
stop
Cut
sign
north
at
right here.
Wilson.
Cut north.
Line northbound. Almost lost it. I'm not pursuing, no lights on. I'm traveling normal speeds. They're going westbound. One block north of Conway, westbound towards White Bear. I'll be third.
Copy. 1535.
No eyes, they must have.
Oh, they cut this way.
No, they were going west though. And
This is wrong. Third is right here.
Northbound McKnight, or sorry, northbound White Bear.
Have a good night. 1535.
so
I've got no eyes.
yeah.
2261.
Didn't come down third.
He's northbound White Bear, he said.
Yeah, but
5602 Jenny Lane, assisting medic. 80-year-old female.
So we got is it's a stolen vehicle. It's in pending right now. It's been there. It's a teleserve. Black Kia, busted out window. They've obviously saw us behind them, took off.
I'm gonna get on the main and let them know.
Copy 600 clear.
I'm up to Minnehaha, I've got no eyes. No idea where they are.
2751.
Thomas, give me the full description again. I'm coming from the north.
I just lost.
Mary King Frank
stolen
662.
vehicle
It's
that's
a
in pending. It's gonna be
2013
that
black
2013
Kia
black
Rio
Kia Rio that's in
sedan.
Last seen third.
Rear driver's side windows busted out. 2
And White
occupants.
Bear Avenue northbound. Northbound White Bear from third. I do have good fleeing tracks.
Black. So it's going to be the smaller sedan.
I tried younger, they went wrong.
2761 Black Kia Rio. Do you have a plate on it?
Mary King Frank 662.
Mary King Frank 662. It's one that's impending.
So, unfortunately, last eyes on it. It is, during the day.
It's occupied by jukebox. Driver's side rear window broken out.
Copy, driver's side rear window broken out. It's going to be a teleserve call, 1871 Wilson. Call it parked the vehicle on Monday and it's taken sometime between Monday and today.
So, we're not going to chase that one in the middle of the day. Maybe if you got on the freeway, it changes.
It's a small sedan. It's a smaller
But
sedan.
we
It's
got
a little real.
squads out looking for it. Backseaters, if you see it, call it in.
Your incident has been updated.
And just for officers,
Sheriff, what's your
it was
process, White Bear?
focused on McKnight and Upper Afton. It circled the block there quite a few times.
Your incident has been updated.
Where the last location of the from Fred. Northbound White Bear
Your
from about
incident
there.
has been updated. Your incident has been updated.
I could tell. Yeah.
Are you guys gonna go sit down in that area?
Yeah, I kept circling the apartments off Hillsdale in Winthrop there.
Airing information for Maplewood Squad. Same call just had a vehicle take off from them. Northbound White Bear from 3rd Street. It's actually going to be an unreported stolen or the current pending call in St. Paul. Minnesota Mike Kilo Frank 662 in 2013 black Kia Rio with the broken driver's side window. We're circling the area of McKnight and Upper Afton. Information for squads.
Which window is broken?
Rear driver's side.
37, in case number for DOC, please. Was assisted. Did it have both the
Yes.
Didn't see the front of it, so it was passing. I had read the rear plate, so don't have that info.
I see it live?
Yes.
I can tell if I caught it as it went by high speed, if that's the same one.
Yeah,
We were behind it for a while.
that's the same one. We were behind it for a while too.
Here, you have the front plate.
327 that case number if you need it is 054 32.
Jill, I'm gonna be back on my own. One that's in Penn Wilson.
Stuff happens. We're stalled. Just sitting in
There's another car out here.
I didn't catch that.
So we're gonna go back to the original area. Circle the block there twice, like they wanted to go to the apartments or
Sergeant
something.
for dangerous condition. Beeman 61 for a stalled SUV, no plate, stuck in the turn lane on westbound Beam, attempting to go northbound. Unknown who it's talking about. Thank you, Frank. Report 380, heavy clear for report. Heavy 681.
New message.
681.
New message.
Bummer.
$96.81. I have a request for you to call Council 22.
So we'll still search the area, as we
Thank you.
said.
41.
You know, a lot of comments. You guys thinks, you know, we got beat by a Kia. It's not our goal to beat a Kia. These kids have no rules. They have no sense of mortality. They do not think about death, I think about getting away. Law enforcement, we have to think about every variable, all the citizens, all the traffic. It's getting nice out. Yeah, we want to catch bad guys, but I'm not gonna injure somebody else, an innocent party, for that. It is a stolen car, it's a felony, but you know, there's consequences to things. So we do operate in a certain way, as we said before. We will chase cars, but it's gonna matter about time of day.
335 to 2751. Can you go to my channel 4?
Have it.
Kevin?
We gotta mute you guys real quick. Gotta make a phone call. 1 second. All right, sorry, you're back off. We're just sharing some info, getting info out to other squads.
I thought the call comments on that shots fired said it was a Mazda. Gabby.
So we will find it again. It's not a matter of if we catch people, it's when. So we always catch up to everybody. It might not be in this stolen, but we play the odds.
8297 has traffic.
Right, Joe?
Yeah, absolutely.
Traffic controlled at 1546.
Your incident has been updated.
So, how's everyone else's Wednesday going? That's not it.
west a little bit.
Yeah.
See if any driving complaints come up from that.
Yeah, I'm surprised not one. The vehicle, I'm not sure if you could see it on the screen backseaters, but running red lights, not being chased, going around cars.
Correct.
It's tough to compete with that type of behavior. So.
Okay. Passenger car eastbound 94 just before radio driving. Can you update my address to Old 86th Street Southwest?
Copy.
Freezes down there, it looks like. Or my phone freezes.
Copy.
Go ahead.
Alarm 368 Hawthorne on a residential basement alarm.
Got it.
Huh?
Train was slipping.
Just wasn't shifting fast enough.
Came back a couple of ways.
Yeah. Any of you St. Paul residents, you see a black Kia flying around, small sedan, busted out rear driver's window, call it in. We'd love to speak with the occupants.
Absolutely.
Copy. Back out on my the 250. Metro 4460 cars information on the driving complaint. Westbound 36 from 120 is described as a red Toyota Prius. Plate similar to King. Information
358.
Duress alarm 831 for apartment 2 silent keypad alarm.
Copy from Carolina Burn. 358 coming from the pump.
Your incident has been updated.
364, you can send me that last one. Cancel one of those spots.
358, you can say.
You leave me on and cancel 59.
59, you sir.
Copy that. Send me 333's alarm blackout.
Copy.
Metro 314.
We do not use any seized vehicles as our squads.
Beacon 22, locals have it handled. Copy.
In the area of that secondary location.
Gabby?
Just heads up. Miller Marshall together.
Gabby?
Alright, the PD on it says.
Jones and Ditchers when you get a chance.
Big number of people out looking for it. So. Vehicle did not, when we ran it, did not run up, pop up as stolen. You know, we have indicators as a, you know, busted.
He started fleeing from us.
278.
For state statute, we have to try to conduct a stop to get a fleeing charge.
271.
So that's why we initiated our
You know, a lot of you are saying it's buffer. If you're saying, and a lot of, hopefully as we drive out of it, it gets better. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth Bluetooth, everything's off on the phone. It's just the reception. Looks like it's better now.
364.
Copy 5057. Maybe she's in the crack. 3185 Forest Road. After property damage, Fox Ford Explorer versus a gray SUV. Calling payment date. Customer witnessed a male steal another male's wallet. Suspect described as a white male, 50 to 60 years old, type 7, medium build, wearing a leather
Steven wants to know if
jacket.
we've ever been in the area where a carjacking is taking place. Joe Kill has.
Yeah.
Clarence.
Sorry, what mount? I'm trying to get something. I have to turn around and the next available. Turn around that. Westbound Phelan from what? He'll be coming up the state here, east of that.
North of us.
Anyway, right.
I've just had the phones or wells.
Oh, he's on.
I don't have mine, but it's trying to get back up to me.
Anyway, yeah, I saw one happen right in front
How do you feel on it? Oh, what was
out of her vehicle. She tried to get her door back open. And the guy pretty much jumped onto the hood and she flew off the hood and took off. And unfortunately, I pursued for a short period of time. And then the amount of school buses out there, I had to discontinue. And we found the car 5 minutes later, dumped in an alleyway.
Yeah, I thought it was over. The plate's very still.
2013 Black Kia Rio. Rear busted up. 2 occupants.
Copy that. Wait, did it say up or down?
It says apartment 2.
Didn't they give it?
Good night, 1601. DSW employee reporting a theft for sales of still items with flat on front pipe 10 minutes ago described as a black male in a 60s 5'5", medium build, wearing a black zip-up, black baseball hat, and darker pants, last seen in the parking lot towards Van Mar.
Getting into those afternoon hours, calls will start ramping up. People getting off work, things of that nature. probably can't see them, but I think I see snowflakes. Is that what I'm seeing flying in the air?
Absolutely.
It's just small snowflakes.
We do have our embedded
Hopefully it's
worker on the phone with her right
Just
now.
a small little stint. I've had enough snow, I think, for 1 year.
I think so too.
I believe that's like, can you spare me another 2150 fictitious?
About 3790 Park Jason.
Jones is at 794 Peterson with a suspicious actually.
JLN 001.
Yeah, man.
New message.
St. Paul squad out with a vehicle.
New message.
Plate looks fake.
State 161 Carter County. L-Tech 1. Hey, that Volkswagen, it sounds like your big thing.
Correct, and they got transferred over to.
Are you guys going to keep comms on L-Tech or no?
Yeah, mute you guys one more time. I have someone may have some info on our vehicle. 1 second.
I think.
Sorry about that. Someone called in with a tip. As we said, the activity is picking up. Starting to get a bunch of different suspicious the city of St. Paul. One, some kids attempted in garage with vehicles inside. So
1606.
Sounds like Carver County is chasing armed robbery suspect, trying to figure out where that's coming in from.
Fortunately, we cannot stay on for longer. We'll end her after this. Continue our work.
It's been fun. Hopefully, you saw a little bit about what we do.
Probably give her. We'll do 5 more minutes. Kind of do a 5-minute. 5-minute warning.
New message. New message. New message.
526 Tango.
526 Tango.
The squad was just at a DOC at 215 Old 6th Street. They're going to be out at a higher ground. The caller's requesting our assist. States that they're trying to drop off their son, and he's intoxicated, refusing to get out of the vehicle. They're going to be waiting at the entrance in front of 215 Old 6th in a green GMC Jimmy.
Sorry, we had a false alarm. Thought we had something.
563 back.
New message.
All right.
Copy. 609.
We'll wind her down here. Like I said, we want to give you a heads up that we're going to be ending. Next couple of minutes.
Copy.
As we said, if you spot our car that we're looking for, call it in. 911 so they can get the info out.
We'd like to meet up with them.
Hey, Joe Miller, who did we decide to move down on Grand? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. That call will probably be impending forever if anybody's close, don't run down there.
1609.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
Locking up.
I got it.
Sounds like they got
Tell him,
numerous
hang on.
calls.
So as we said, we got a couple calls popping. We're gonna
Go ahead.
disperse, go look into these calls.
They didn't call.
We are gonna end it now. We appreciate you riding with us. We got to see a little action,
Copy. 1610.
kind of see how we process situations, what we weigh versus what we got. So we're gonna end here. You guys have a good Wednesday. Enjoy the weather as it gets warmer.
At the Speedway at Summit Wall.
Yeah, we can